Good morning, everybody. So our global design product challenge today kind of made me laugh because it's a sketch and the layout was essentially what we did last week for the color challenge. So it's basically this. And we put the rainbow in here last time, and then I dotted the sides. So we're gonna do something that might not work, but it might today with this celebratory sips DSP. I don't have this stamp set, but I got some of the DSP in a paper share. I have a vague idea. Did I just put the wrong? Oh, that's the one I want. Put that there. Alright. So I'm going to use the More Than Autumn side because it's More Than Autumn. And I'm going to stamp on some GSP. Maybe it won't be as long because I'm not coloring. Well, I'll be coloring a smidge, but. So I want some donuts. Is there, nope. The downfall of doing paper shares is once you use the paper, you've pretty much used the paper. I think we're gonna do 3 donuts. And then a slice of pie. I was chuckling last night while I was trying to sleep that I have absolutely no stories to tell. Okay. So, stamp. I did do a bunch of online stuff for challenges and graphics, and I did some cool things on my blog. We had a big team meeting and they showed us some really cool things, and I was like, oh, that's neat. So I've been upgrading my blog, which has been kind of cool. I have to decide what layer of what amount I want to put into it, because I think blogs are kind of, I don't want to say old school, but most people have the attention span for like an Instagram or Facebook post. I love donuts. I think I've said it before, but we have this local lady or family that does donuts, and they do markets and stuff. And I was kind of excited. I wanted to go yesterday because they had a summer shark berry dessert or pie, or no, donut, And I was like, I want that to celebrate Shark Week, because Shark Week started last night. And, but we didn't go, so hopefully, maybe they'll have one next time. Okay, so just coloring some of the donuts, and I'm just gonna add a couple drops so that there's some more color there. I think my blend crumb cake is on its way out. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly die cut these. My nails are starting to come back, but still very, very short. Okay, sorry if I jiggled the thingamabobber. I do not have the small die cut machine, but I understand now how it might be easier for live. That being said, a lot of people kind of fight with it. Just taping that down. And that down. And it might shake while it die cuts. And we'll die cut again. So maybe it will still take just as much time because I have to die cut everything instead of color everything. Last one for these ones. It's a nice sunny day here. 19 degrees already. Hoping to go to the market and get some fruit and veggies, but, well, not veggies. Who wants vegetables? I tolerate vegetables. They're definitely not my thing. But I would like some more fruit. But when I was taking out the compost, I walked past the car, and the car has no tire, so It's kind of an important part. So, unless I see if China wants to go. She might. And I'm gonna watch all the new shark shows. I think there was 3 new ones last night. Of course, the silly one, Dancing with the Sharks, which I feel is kind of dangerous and not something that they should really. So we'll see how that one goes. I like the ones where we actually learn things. There's no host this year though. The best Shark Week host was Shaq and Rob Ringo. They were hilarious. And that will always be my favorite. Alright, last one. Hopefully that's close. Tori's in camp this week, so I won't have her till the afternoon. Perfect timing, Muskie. I was just finishing my die cutting, so it was rather boring. Alright, so we have 3 donuts and a piece of pie. So I'm gonna fussy cut these out. Now, normally when you fussy cut, you want to leave a border, but we're doing some paper piercing, so you don't want that border. And for the pie, I don't want the crust. I guess this is gonna be like a lemon pie. Maybe if there's some blueberries in the paper, do like a lemon blueberry pie. That'd be so tasty. Okay, so then same thing here. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna leave a white border, and we're not gonna use the donut part. When I put these up on YouTube, I always edit them so that I can add music, so there's something in the background. Because it is boring when I have nothing to say. Give me the lemon pie. That's your favorite lemon meringue pie? I don't like meringue pie. I don't really enjoy meringues. I make wicked meringues though. But I'm not a huge fan. Alright, last one. Last one! Second is pumpkin. I've never, ever, ever, ever had pumpkin pie. Again, I make them. And I'm good at them. But I never ate them. I don't really like squash and pumpkins and stuff. But it was funny. When I worked in the bakery, I would make like a dozen pies every morning during the Thanksgiving day. And I always got compliments that my pies were great. And I always thought it was funny because I've never eaten one. Okay. So now we're gonna have a drink with our... Whoops, sorry. I hit the thing over. Okay, I want... Might be able to steal those lemons. And I could definitely do a cherry if not. Alright, so I need some drinks. I did this one. And then I don't see any blueberries. But we could do like a lemon. I thought I had okay, so I want a drink first. Do we do? I think we're gonna have to go with one of these ones. So let's go with this one. Probably the texture, yeah, definitely. I don't like textured things. Tori was having fun. We were at the dollar store getting stuff, and they always have those like silicone toys, and Tori loves to grab them and throw them at me. She knows I do not like to touch them. Okay. And then I want this lemon. Or this lime, sorry. And then I really wish there was a lemon cut in half, not a full. Okay, so I want the cherry. Do I want the cherry? I don't know if I want the cherry now. That's some very bad fussy cutting. Alright, hopefully my idea will work. Alright, I'm just gonna take a mint. Okay, so let's just do some gluing. Then we can see what we can. All right. Pie. There we go. Nope, it's not right. It won't line up. There we go. Is Betty here? So, hi Betty. We're doing some paper piercing. I thought it would be quicker compared to my coloring, but it is not. There we go. Donut number 2. And now donut number 3. There we go. Now I have it figured out. Okay. So, I want to put my little container. I don't want to lose these. Okay, so we're gonna do flowers. I kind of like this page. Good morning. Okay, so we have options. Do we do it the same on top and bottom? Yeah, I think so. You're in the same time zone? Sweet. I always get slightly confused, especially on Thursday mornings when Lori's on, because she's always like on her time, but she always says 9, but it's actually or 10 or whatever, and I'm always late. So I got Tori some tape runners to try because the glue and the stickiness and the mess was just too much for me to handle. And so they have colors, and she was so excited. Okay, I think these were supposed to be a bit bigger, but whatever. Alright, so I'm just gonna do another quick fussy cut. I think I want the white background. So O'Malley is a big time day snuggler. He loves to come on the desk and sit and have naps here and play when I'm in the crafting and all that stuff. And then Oscar is my bedtime snuggler. He is just like, he's right on top of my chest and my arm nook, and it's so sweet. And makes lots of biscuits. And it's really sweet. But for some reason O'Malley's decided he's gonna be even more snuggly. And at first I thought it was just because we had a busy week and I actually left the house multiple days in a row. But he hasn't stopped yet. Oh, he's on the wheel. He's running on the wheel. And so at night he's been sitting by the door going, I want to come in for snuggles. But for some reason Oscar won't let him on the bed at nighttime when I'm there. If I'm not there, they'll snuggle together on the bed. As soon as I enter, Oscar's like, no, this is my space. Which is sweet, because that means he like wants to snuggle with me. But poor O'Malley wants to come in and get snuggles too. So last night I snuck in O'Malley and I put him under my blanket and hid him there. And he had a good 40-minute nap before Oscar stirred and he decided to run away. He did just run into the laundry basket though, so he was still in the room and they both continued to sleep in the laundry baskets. Apparently my laundry baskets are just cat beds, they're not for laundry. But yeah, it was really cute hiding O'Malley under the bed. Alright. I really thought this was going to be much faster than coloring. I wanted to use the play park set where the kids are on the slides or whatever. And I was like, no, that's going to involve too much coloring. The last few videos have been almost a whole hour. Since I don't have a lot to say, it's a little boring. Oh, O'Malley has the zoomies now. Okay. Drink. Okay, I'm gonna laugh if we don't use the donuts. Lemon pie. That lime might just be too big. Maybe we're just gonna do a slice of lime on top. Okay, so I'm gonna put this drink down. I will do them all on dimensionals. Does your mom make cards with you? No. She came down once while I was on live, and I'm like, "Oh, are you joining us?" She's like, "No." No, my mom's not a crafty person. She does tie a good bow though. When China and Trev were getting married, China really wanted a bow for her wedding invitations, which I made with the help of some friends. And I was like, I can't do a bow. How about a knot? And she's like, no, I really like a bow. And I was like, okay, fine. So mom had to do all the bows for the wedding cards. Because at that point in time, I could not tie a bow for the life of me. I now can tie basic bows, but they're still not the best. O'Malley, it's just you making all that noise? Thought you were playing with Oscar. He has got the zoomies like crazy. Okay. Lemon. On top of the lemon cake. So now we have to decide, do we want the donuts? Hey, no, O'Malley. He's knocking the photo frame. Alright, pie and donuts or no donuts? That is the question. Just gonna clean this up while I get the sentiments. We need a strip. Hip hip hooray. Make a wish. Thank you for being my friend. Sorry, but you make me happy. Love you forever. Better days ahead. I want like a... Alright, thank you for being my lifelong friend. Or love you forever. I think that one will be better. Right? Now we want drinks and summer juicy drinks. Dude, no. You're too crazy. Go. You can settle with me in a minute. I'm almost done. Alright, well, I'm gonna add the donuts because we made them and that was my original idea. And because I love donuts. So I'm going to cut them down. No, buddy. No. Cute. And it wouldn't be a true Keisha video without me having to pull up a dimensional so I can pop things behind. Alright. I don't drink alcohol, but I do love a nice little virgin drink. And these look very tasty for some fancy juice drinks. You get some really fancy drinks that don't have alcohol. Okay, there we go. This turned out cute. Funny because I love to organize and plan things, but for some reason when I was planning things, my cards were awful and I wasn't happy with them. So then I just went like, hey, I'm not gonna plan anything. And now I really like my cards, but I always have that moment of worrying of, hey, is this gonna work? So I might have to use those. I want my pearls. Colors are pretty much everything. I want my I have 6 rhinestones left. Ah. I need more rhinestones. They're like the best. And I think we need a little Winkestella on the drinks. Just so that it looks like it's behind a shiny cup. Mr. O'Malley, you are gonna be in trouble today. There. I know you probably can't see the Winkestella, but it's there. So there's my card today for my global design hot project. 40 minutes, so a little quicker than not coloring, but whatever. It is very cute. Now I want donuts and fun, juicy drinks. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. Happy Shark Week, and I will see you next week. Bye.